Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So today we've seen a little bit of volatility, not too much yet. I mean, worldwide, a lot of markets are still closed. In the USA, yeah, it's open. We've seen a bit of volatility with Bitcoin dropping here overnight in the UK, below actually 39K, while it was actually dropping out of the channel in which it currently is. This has really led to a lot of breakdowns for a lot of the altcoins. Throughout the day, we have seen here some corrections to the upside again, but generally, a lot of the altcoins are still deeply in the red. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. So on the Bitcoin chart here, you can see that we have been heading down here, and this is really where it's playing out here at the moment. So with Bitcoin in this sort of downtrend, it obviously broke out now, finally out of this channel. Now, rightly so, we have not for the first time broken out of the channel. So it has happened before. So let's take a look at these other occasions here. So if I go to the daily chart, there you go. There you go. So you can see that typically what happened when we did it before, it was a wick, but the daily candle closed within the channel. Yeah, so very clearly observable, those long wicks down here. Now it was now for the first time that it has dropped out of the channel and the daily candle has closed outside of the channel. And this is this red candle here. What you can see here on the daily is what you actually call the three, or how are they called? The three black, what is the name? Three black crows. Yeah, I think three black crows. It is a bearish candlestick pattern where you have three red candles in a row and each with a lower closing price. Yeah, I mean, that candle hasn't obviously closed yet. So this is what we are waiting for. How is today's candle going to close? Of course, within today's candle, we could go back inside of the channel. But what you can see here, we're currently here at 39,072, so we are below this support level here. Why is this support level so important? So of course we've got the breakout pattern here, this channel to the downside, yes. But what is always very important in terms of making a continuation of the downtrend is, in market theory or in chart theory, is that if you have a swing low here, and obviously in the market always moves in waves. So you move impulsively here down, and then you have your correction to the upside, and then you move down again. And then only when you break this support of the previous swing low, you actually, of course, can continue the downtrend. Until then, you have not continued the downtrend. So yes, we are currently continuing this downtrend. We have broken below the previous swing low, and this was at 39.2K. So at the moment, we are below this level. However, today, throughout the day, we have been fighting around this level. So in my opinion, it is not yet decided who's winning here, the bulls or the bears. Can, within today's candle, the price move above that 39.2K level again? And that will be very important if the bulls want to hold it. If in today's candle, and we still have quite a few hours left, the price closes below this support, that will be quite a bearish signal. And then I think we could see in the next coming days a continuation of the downtrend. Bear in mind, we have already made a lower low here. So this of course is nothing bullish, yeah, but we are holding support here in this sort of support zone here previously, where we had a lot of trade going on, a lot of support resistance here, and therefore this is an important area of support as well. And so far we have not managed to drop below 38.5K. So this is really the level where the music is playing at the moment. Around this 39.2K level, you can see how relevant that is. Went above it, went below it again. So for now, that downtrend is still at play. And the way also here, really in the small scale on the 1 hour chart, the way we came down here, again, looks very impulsive. A lot of red candles. Again, here those three black crows. Then you have a bit of a correction up where each of the green candles got smaller and smaller. Huge engulfing red candle. Again, bearish candlestick pattern. Then we moved up corrective again, yeah. and we are continuing our move down. So that again looks very impulsive, looks like the downtrend is currently starting to gain momentum again. So overall, yeah, I think it's looking at the moment, so what we can see in the chart is looking bearish. Generally, all of this you could count as a head and shoulders. We talked about that before as well. Here, head and shoulders, yeah, ugly shoulder, and then we broke to the downside as well here. So that neckline here was broken, obviously. And very nicely, what you can actually see is that the channel was retested. And again, that hasn't happened here before yet. The channel was retested as resistance. Okay, so here we haven't really done that yet, unless we wanna move that one here sort of like that, because this is absolutely valid as well. If we move it up a little bit, so you've got a diagonal support line here and now resistance. So if we look at it like that, so if we don't have a horizontal one, which ranges around the 3.2k level, but 39.2k level, but if we have an ascending trend line, and that makes sense because you have a touch point here, you have a touch point here, yeah, so it's like that touch point here on the 12th of April at 39.26 or 39.3, that was obviously a bit higher than that one, and here today again that was a bit higher at 39.5. So if we have an ascending trend line here, then it makes sense, because then, as you can see, we have retested this also as resistance, and now we're heading down. That makes sense. And from that point of view, I would expect now further continuation to the downside, which could only be stopped if we break back above that 39.5, 39.6k level. Yeah, this is currently how it's looking like. And yeah, so here we had quite a bit of a trigger down. So I guess a lot of people had their stop losses set here for long positions, because this was such an important support. Now they were probably triggered when we moved down here, and that is why we had another continuation of them. Quite a long red candle here. So yeah, and that is why you had the selling volume so high as well here. So yeah, looking interesting at the moment. That's pretty much my view on Bitcoin at the moment. Based on that, I would expect now continuation. I basically have to expect continuation to the downside, further into the region of that yellow target box here. For now, at the moment at least, especially because we are now below the channel, I do not expect that we very quickly will get into this green target area anymore. This has not been fully invalidated, but for now it seems likely that we will get the sell-off straight away without going up first and then come down, okay? Because this was the alternative, that we first go up in a wave B, here the alternative wave B, and then come down. But I personally like the scenario more that we do the immediate sell-off. And again, I explained in previous videos why I think we have to get into this yellow area between 20 and 29k. Good, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and for both you can find the links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.